This is Sam. Day 1. Starting this audio log just like Jake asked. Damn, it's freezing out here. Way colder than expected. We're on our way to an abandoned logging town in Alaska Jake won't stop talking about. Something about a messed up Wendigo legend he keeps calling it the town that ate itself. Mia buys it. She's always neck deep in folklore stuff. Ryan's convinced it's just economics. People losing jobs, leaving town. Sharna came along mostly for Jake. Probably bored already. And me? I'm behind the camera. Safest spot I can think of. We're here to shoot a documentary about the mysterious abandonment of Whitlow Creek. That's the town's name. It's a remote logging town that vanished in the winter of 1908. We reached the town around dusk. This place creeps me out more than I'd like to admit. Everything's perfectly preserved, coated in ice. Cabins untouched, equipment still out. Like everyone vanished mid-workday. Mia found an old journal in the sawmill, written by a Thomas Calloway around the time Whitlow Creek was abandoned. It details some seriously disturbing events. Starvation, cannibalism, people hearing weird whispers, and people wandering into snowstorms without their coats or any kind of warm clothes. Ryan thinks it's nonsense, says it's just hysteria. I hope he's right. Night 1 update. We set up in the old sawmill. It's the most intact building here, and it was always the plan to stay a few nights here, shooting the documentary. Sharna woke us up, panicking about hearing something scraping around outside the sawmill. We thought she was just spooked by the wind howling until we checked the truck we had left parked around by the rear entrance. The hood and engine were crushed, like something massive stepped on it. I don't know what to think, but I guess the only logical answer is a bear maybe, or a moose. Ryan's also claiming it's wildlife, but he's scared out of his mind. Mia pleaded with Jake to leave, but Jake insists on staying. He wants his big documentary moment. The next morning, we found huge clawed footprints around camp. It must have been wildlife. After all, it's still scary to think something that big is out here with us. Mia found some weird Algonquin symbols carved into some of the cabin doors today while we were filming. She said they're supposed to ward off spirits or something. Ryan scoffed at it, but Mia seemed genuinely worried. Night 2, and Mia's gone. We woke up and she wasn't in her sleeping bag. Everything's still here. Boots, coat, hat, everything. We looked around and found barefoot tracks leading straight into the woods. The tracks just stopped mid-step, as if whoever they belonged to, likely Mia, just vanished, or was lifted into thin air. It's freezing out. Nothing makes sense. Jake's hysterical, yelling her name into the dark. We eventually had to head back, but then Jake thought he heard Mia's voice outside. He ran out despite us screaming for him to stay inside. He came back yelling, bleeding badly. Big, nasty bite marks on his shoulder. Something got him good. He says he didn't see what it was. Just something tall came out of the trees, and the rest was a blur. Now his skin is turning pale. He's shaking, and Sharna told me he's been whispering about feeling hungry. But we have plenty of food. His or eyes looking dull, unfocused. This is bad. Oh God, it's here. I saw it through the window. Tall, emaciated, moving like something from a nightmare. Ryan panicked and bolted outside that damn coward. I don't think he got far. We heard bones snapping and screaming cut short. We decided to barricade ourselves inside the sawmill. Jake's condition is deteriorating fast. Skin pulling tight against his bones. Non-stop whispering about how hungry he is. I don't know how much longer I can keep it together. Jake changed. It happened right in front of us, bones twisting, stretching, teeth growing sharp. He went after Sharna, attacked her like an animal, blood everywhere. Her screams, I couldn't help. I ran, left her behind. I couldn't do anything. God forgive me. Found shelter, a small hunting cabin. Thought I was safe. There's another journal here, covered in deep scratches. It repeats the same phrase. I'm so hungry. I'm so hungry. I'm so hungry. Pages torn, words becoming frantic scribbles, until just one word remains, scratched over and over. Hungry. Now I feel it too. That emptiness, that relentless ache deep in my stomach, that impossible hunger. God help me, what's happening to me?